Okay, so we're gonna look at these real quick. So there's vertex inside and vertex outside. These are a little bit different than just central and inscribed. Central and inscribed only have one arc. These types have two arcs with them. So vertex inside means that the vertex is inside the circle but not at the center. And the formula we use for that is arc plus arc divided by 2 will give you your angle. So 100 plus 60 divided by 2 will give you x. So arc plus arc divided by 2 will give you the angle inside. So 160 divided by 2, what is that? What's 160 divided by 2? 80. So x would equal 80. Okay? So that's vertex inside, and then there's vertex outside. So notice that the point of the angle is not inside the circle. That's called vertex outside. Again, with this, you have two arcs. So here's an arc, and here's an arc created with that angle. So what you do here, there's always a bigger arc, and then there's a littler arc. So you'll always do big arc minus little arc equals the angle. And I wrote it like this: arc minus arc divided by 2 equals the angle. So that's the way I'll always say it is arc minus arc, because it's big arc minus little arc. So this is my big arc, this is my little arc, this is my angle. So I'll have my angle, which is x, equals my big arc. What's my big arc? 110 minus my little arc, which is 40. And then it divides by 2. So I have 110 minus 40 divided by 2. You can put that all in the calculator.
Hold on. What's it? 35.
90.
Was not.
It's 9. Oh, wait.
It's 35.
35.
Oh, because I didn't do it. I did.
Yeah.
I ain't subtract. I just put it in the calculator. You're okay.
It's okay.
And it's just subtract.
It's okay. Okay.
So x would be 35 there.
Everybody.
So that is how we solve for a vertex inside and vertex outside. There's a lot of different types of angles with this unit. That's why a lot of people struggle with it, is because there's so many different types of angles and there's so many different types of formulas. So what you have to do, you have to know the difference between each different type. So you have to know the difference between a vertex inside, vertex outside, central, and inscribed. And we're probably going to practice those tomorrow. Just trying to see which one's which. Okay? So looking at number 1, that's vertex inside. So we're going to use arc plus arc divided by 2 equals the angle. So what are my two arcs? 47 and 70. Add those together, divide them by 2. You will get a
I
decimal.
got this.
You will get a decimal.
80.5.
And when you do 47 plus 70, you'll have 117 divided by 2. Gives you 58.5 degrees. So x is 58.5.
Oh.
Number 2, you have a vertex outside. See how the vertex is out here? the vertex outside. So what's my big arc? 85, 28, or the X? 85. My little arc is 28, and then my angle is X. So my angle always equals my big arc, which is 85, minus my little arc, which is 28, divided by 2. Arc minus arc divided by 2.
28.5.
Is 28.5. Okay, so on number 3, we have a vertex that's inside but not at the center. But this time, we're trying to find an arc instead of the angle. We still set it up exactly the same. What does my angle equal?
A number.
My angle's 47. What are my two arcs? X plus 50. So arc plus arc divided by 2 equals my angle, which is 47. So x plus 50 over 2 equals 47.
Oh.
What am I going to do with the 2? Get it off the bottom. I'm going to multiply. So undo division, you multiply. So multiply both sides by 2. Slash x plus 50 equals 47 times 2. 94.
No,
And then what do you do with the 50?
subtract.
Subtract it.
X equals 44.
X does equal 44 degrees.
I bet you didn't have that.
No, you couldn't do it. Come on, bro. Come on.
How you do that?
You just do it.
Or whatever it is.
Okay.
Oh, yeesh.
So Bart minus Bart divided by 2. What's my big arc? 130. What's my little arc?
Yeah.
And then my angle is 50. So Bart minus Bart. 130 minus my little arc x over 2 equals my angle, which is 50. So what do I need to do with that 2?
Multiplications.
Multiply it on both sides. So 130 minus x. What's 50 times 2? 100. And then what do I need to do with that 130?
Subtract.
Subtract it.
X equals.
So I have a negative x, right? So I need to bring down that negative with that x. And then what's 100 minus 30? 130. 100 minus 130 gives you a negative 30. Negative on both sides equals a positive. So x would equal positive 30.
Lindsay, how do you get number 6 on page 12?
On the back, bro?
Yeah. Confused.
360 minus 240.
Oh, it's not. Correct.
Okay. So, I'm going to go through a few of these. We're not going to go through all of them today, I don't think. But we will start with them tomorrow. So, I'm just going to go through the odds right now. If you've done the evens, you want to check them, you always can. So, on number 1, is that a vertex inside or a vertex outside? Inside. Number 1 is inside. So that means arc plus arc divided by 2 equals the angle. So 80 plus 60 divided by 2 equals x.
I got a question.
Yes.
So if the X is inside, that means it's inside. If the X is outside, that
Wherever the two lines meet, see how there's no angles outside of the circle? Nothing goes outside of the circle on this one? It goes there? No, that's right.
I'm just ready to go home.
Okay. 80 plus 60 divided by 2, 140 divided by 2 gives you what?
Hold on.
80?
70.
70.
So,
So number one, X equals 70.
I live there.
100.
Okay, number 3. Is that vertex inside or outside?
It's outside.
Outside. So I'm gonna do Bart minus Lart divided by 2 equals the angle. So what's my big arc? My little arc,
X.
and then my angle is
Whoa.
25. So big arc, 120, minus little arc, X, divided by 2 equals 25. So we need to get that 2 off the bottom. So multiply by 2. So 120 minus X equals 50. If you wanted to, you could move the 50 to the left and the X to the right. It's up to you how you do it. Just make sure your X is along that. So I'm going to subtract 120. What's 50 minus 120? 30.
0.
30.
-7.
Negative 70.
Yeah.
And then negative and a negative make it positive. Anytime you're just solving for X on these, and you're getting a degree, like you're solving for just an angle or just an arc, make sure that it's positive. You should not have negative arc measures. If you're just solving for a variable X when it's like 3X plus 11, then you can have a negative, but if it's just an X by itself, it can not be negative.
No. Yes.
Okay, number 5.
That's outside.
Number 5, vertex inside or vertex outside? Ooh, number 5,
Inside.
inside.
It's a line.
See where those 2 lines meet? See where those 2 lines meet? That's your vertex of the angle. Where these 2 lines meet, that's the vertex of the angle. Unless it looks like an ice cream cone, kind of like that one looks like an ice cream cone. This one kind of looks similar to an ice cream cone. This one looks like an ice cream cone, but this one doesn't. Anytime you have the V that goes outside of the circle like that, you have that little weird triangle part right there, that means it's outside. If you don't have that, it's inside. So like, this has the weird triangle thing outside, this has the weird triangle thing outside, that has the weird triangle thing outside. None of these do. So.
Don't start
Okay.
asking dumb questions so we heard.
So number 5, arc plus arc equals angle. So what's one of my arcs? What's one of my arcs on number 5? 92. What's my other arc? X. So arc plus arc divided by 2 equals the angle, which is 84. So multiply both sides by 2 to get the 2 off the bottom. I have 92 plus X equals, what's 84 times 2? 168. 168. Subtract 92.
I guarantee
And X equals 76 degrees.
I'll come here tomorrow and not know sitting there, so.
Me neither.
I'll help you.
It's like,
My memory don't be working good. I need to be putting that year-long class.
Wait, do you have a yellow
Oh,
line?
yeah.
I do not have a year-long class, Mr. Parker.
Oh,
no,
yeah, I
you
want
don't
that
want
one then. I'd rather keep it one
Right,
hundred.
listen. I believe I can. You know why? Well, no, I found
She was in there long.
Yeah.
Continuity here.
Okay, number 7. If you have, what is this? What is that? Vertex inside or vertex outside?
Inside.
Inside. So there's my vertex and it's inside the circle.
Did you get them?
So, arc plus arc divided by 2 equals x. So 105 plus 85 divided by 2 will equal my angle x. What's 105 plus 85 divided by 2?
Oh, 'cause one of them have one credit here.
95.
Hey, I got a question.
95 degrees.
How many credits do you have to have to pass
That's what?
a grade?
No, not a grade, but like.
Henry,
Graduate.
Henry, it's just right on
Maybe
that
like
piece of
26?
paper.
Yeah, it's over there, above her head. Right below the fire alarm. I think it's 26. Yeah,
At least 26 graduation.
Yeah.
So.
Because you gotta have 4 math, 4 English, 4 science, 4 social studies. And then you have to have
A pathway.
PE, you have to have your electives, you have to have your pathway.
Cause I'm thinking through.
Some of the electives do
So
count.
12 hours or 12 credits come from elective and PE.
I got PE, I got it.
You only have to have one, that's the second thing. You only have to have one thing for yeah, because you only take one PE class. After that, they're counted as an elective. You know, in PE, don't they do that little ADAT thing?
I got which
Or what is it?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Okay, number 9. Is that a vertex inside or vertex outside? Here's my vertex. Inside. So arc plus arc divided by 2 equals the angle. So arc x plus arc 76 divided by 2 equals my angle 58.
I hate when
So gotta get 2 off the bottom, then multiply by 2.
So why do you,
X plus 76 equals 116.
That's cool.
Subtract 76.
Negative.
Then x equals positive 1. Number 11, here's my vertex. Is that inside or outside? Well, it hasn't got up there yet. Yeah, that is inside. So arc plus arc divided by 2 equals x. So 40 plus 20 divided by 2 equals x. 40 plus 20 is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30.
Thank you. This was a good day in class, Miss Lindsay. Thank you for this.
So glad. So glad.
Yeah.